Well, having grown up in East Africa, there was no television and there was very little cinema. And then I went to boarding school from the age of 6 onwards. So really, by the time I came to Australia, and the time I started at Flinders, I was what I term audio-visually illiterate. And I'd seen, it seems to me like a dozen films in my life. I had actually enrolled at Adelaide University to do a law arts degree. And through a series of encounters with people from the staff at Flinders, I became aware that there was this other university that I didn't know about. So I decided to go and take a look. And in the process, I was so sort of taken with the place and some of the people that I met and saw that I thought, yeah, I'd like to go here. Decided to do English and history is what I wanted to do at Flinders. But there was a problem, which was you couldn't do majors from different disciplines. And so I decided I would stick with English, and I had to find another humanities subject to go with that. So there was this thing called drama, which I thought, okay, I'll just read a few plays, it'll be straightforward. Unbeknownst to me, there was this topic sort of hidden within the curriculum of the drama course called filmmaking. And that's how I became a filmmaker. Well, first of all, I never imagined that you could make a living doing this thing. Filmmaking was simply the most fun thing to do, and it completely took over my entire honours degree. The defining film for my life and career has been Shine, which I made nearly 20 years ago. And that also took 10 years to get made because it was a story that just simply would not let go for me. The fact is that when something like that draws people's attention, they invite you into the room. They want to share whatever it is you have. And so it just opened up enormous opportunities, which have been quite fantastic to pursue. Making films in America is a very different environment to doing it in Australia. Working with superb talent, wonderful actors that you could, previously only ever dream about working with, like Anthony Hopkins or Max von Sydow, who was one of the early people I used to watch in those Bergman movies, in the dark at the Windsor Theatre at Brighton. I've never had what I call a proper job. I've always worked as a filmmaker. My degree as such has never been a useful tool in the sense of, a certificate that hangs on the wall in my office. But what my time at Flinders did was exercised my mind, and trained my mind to think in certain ways. And creativity was tremendously encouraged, particularly in the drama discipline.